Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nibiru channel, September 20th, 2016. I get a frequent question quite often in our emails, and that is, what do scientists think about Planet X? Well, Scott Shepard of the Carnegie Institute for Science in Washington, D.C., lead author of a new study announcing the new objects in space discovery, states, if you want to put a number on it, I'd be somewhere like 80% sure that there's a Planet X out there. I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here and state that I believe that all scientists, astrophysicists, and professional astronomers, I think they know that there's a Planet X, and its name is Nibiru. The other frequent question that we get quite a bit is, can Nibiru cause earthquakes? Well, let's just take a look at today, folks. This is coming directly from all of the earthquake alerts. 78 earthquakes today, 656 earthquakes in the past 7 days, over 3,000 earthquakes this past month, and over 42,000 earthquakes already this year. So in my opinion, there is definitely something shaking up the earth. Now, someone could bring up the argument that it's just part of Mother Nature. Well, of course, that argument is absolutely correct. Earthquakes are part of Mother Nature, just the same as volcanic activity. It's part of our Earth. But the frequency of these earthquakes are becoming very alarming. Having 40,000 earthquakes in the first 9 months of this year is a lot. What you're seeing on your screen right now is the state of California. Those are all earthquakes for today. Some would say that our Earth is pretty tough, a planet made of rock. But in actuality, our planet is rather fragile. It's made up of tectonic plates. And those tectonic plates, well, they float. And if everybody remembers back when you were in school, Earth space science, you have your crust, which we walk on, your mantle, your outer core, and your inner core. And when our Earth is being tugged on magnetically from another body, the moon, the sun, or Nibiru, it becomes very delicate. And then we have the possibilities of catastrophic earthquakes. Now, some of the naysayers quote, if there was a planet that big close to Earth, it would be shaking and we would have earthquakes. Well, the planet is near us, millions of miles away from us, but the strength of Nibiru's magnetic tug on Earth is already causing problems. That's a fact. If you just do a little homework, you will see in your own research that these problems are already starting to occur. Just because buildings are not crumbling to the ground and huge crevices aren't opening in the Earth's crust doesn't mean that we are not suffering from some of the effects of planet Nibiru already. The frequency of earthquakes is picking up. The strength of these earthquakes is also getting greater. Some would say that this planet is so far away, this can't happen. Well, let's take a look at some photographs. A lot of the photographs that you are about to see were all taken by Nibiru watchers from around the world. And you can clearly see that there is another planet in these photographs next to the sun. Now, these are not lens flares. These are not photographic anomalies. These are actual photographs that people have taken, and they have been stunned by the photographs. when I view these photographs, I was pretty stunned. Now, I've blown some of these photographs up for you so you can clearly see that what you are seeing is not a lens flare or a photographic anomaly. That there, my dear son, is another planet in our solar system that none of us grew up with. We all grew up and went to school, and we were taught there were 9 planets in our solar system. Well, now, there's another one, and its name is Nibiru, Planet X. This photograph that you're looking at now, that totally blew me away. I didn't even know what to make of this photograph, but I put it in this presentation just to prove a point. Those do not look like photographic anomalies to me. They do not look like lens flares to me. They look like 2 suns or 2 planetary bodies out there in our solar system. Now, this gentleman that took this photograph didn't even realize what he was taking a photograph of till he went back and put it on his computer and zoomed in, and then he saw what he had actually captured. And he was stunned because he had never heard of Planet X or Nibiru before. This photograph, once again, does not show a lens flare. The lens flare would not exist in the photograph as you're looking at right here. So we have to stop using the excuse, oh, that's a lens flare, that's a lens flare. Lens flares are very unique. Trust me, they are very unique in a photograph. And I'm going to point a lens flare out to you in this next photograph. If you look at the bottom of the photograph in the middle, that is going to be your lens flare. What is up above and near the sun? Well, those don't look like lens flares to me. Those definitely look like planets. I was listening to a podcast an hour ago, and it was a pretty renowned Nibiru Planet X researcher that's been around for a long time and has spent probably half of his life investigating this planet and scientifically investigating it. And there's a very high possibility, as he stated, that we may see the passing and exodus of Nibiru by this December 2016. So I hope we were able to answer a few questions today that everybody had. I want to thank all of our Nibiru watchers. You guys are fantastic. Make sure you stay tuned. Keep taking your photographs. Keep taking your video. It's very important. Very important. You can send all your photographs and your video to the Nibiru channel at Nibiru Planet X 2016 at gmail.com. Don't forget to share our videos with your friends and family members on Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe to the Nibiru channel for all of our current updates. And like I always say, keep an eye in the sky.